you add AI into your CV because yeah, it's changing how things are working. So if you understand AI and you can use it to align with your job, then you're gonna be much more of a useful resource for.
Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to our channel. It's your host, Eve, and today I'm joined by a software developer who took a different path into the tech industry. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Raha. In a nutshell, I am a software developer who graduated from Within Code, and I found myself in the tech space. Yeah, I think that's me in a nutshell.
Okay, tell us about Within Code. What is Within Code?
So Within Code is a program that runs for approximately 16 months. So within this course, it's learn by doing. So you are thrown into a project and you are expected to work on them without any lecturers of some sort. So the way it works is you learn with your peers. So it's a peer-to-peer learning environment, and together you push each other until you finish up the entire course.
What kind of projects do you work on?
Okay, I think that will vary on year by year. So in my year, we had like at the beginning we start with individual projects, but we still help each other along the way. So it's individual projects until about 2 months or 3 months, and then you start working on the group projects. So the first group project was a project called Cold Clinics. So in this project, we had to build a booking system for a mentor and a mentee, right? Where a mentee can book, a mentor can list sessions in which they're available, and a mentee can book those sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for one to get into Within Code, what are the requirements?
Oh, not sure I remember everything, but I think you need to be between the ages of 17 to 35. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
And metric certificate, what?
No, it's nice if you have a metric certificate because it does say about what kind of certificate you're gonna get once you graduate, right? It does have a say in that, but you don't need a metric certificate for you. Like, your background doesn't matter. You just go through the boot camp.
Even sorry to cut
Like,
you.
even if you've never been in school, like, honestly, it's gonna work. I have a friend, a personal friend of mine, who I met at Within Code. I don't know if I should say this, but he does not have a metric, but he's working right now. So you don't need a metric. You don't need any kind of formal education. What matters is how if you get through the boot camp and you get selected.
Yeah, tell us about the bootcamp.
Oh, the boot camp. So the boot camp I like to call it a 1 week taste of what Within Code is like. So this is where once you apply, so normally when you apply, the first thing that happens is you take an online assessment that kind of like measures whether you will be capable of handling the work at Within Code. And then once you complete that, you attend the boot camp. When you succeed in that, you attend the boot camp. So the boot camp is the selection phase. That's where they select their candidates for their program. So during the boot camp you get to learn the basics of programming and work on small versions of projects. And yeah, and at the final day you write a test, and then based on all of that, Within Code will choose their candidates.
Okay. And that's how you just get in Within Code.
Yeah, that's
Only
in a
that.
nutshell. Yeah, in a nutshell, that's how. I don't know what criteria they're actually looking for, but in a nutshell, that's what happens.
You just pass the boot camp, the 1 week test, and then.
Yes, passing it doesn't guarantee you're gonna enter, and failing it doesn't guarantee that you will
So
not
what
enter.
guarantees your entry in Within Code then?
Honestly, I cannot say. So I just believe that Within Code has their own standards or criteria that need to be met for them to have you selected.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. You mentioned that getting into Within Code, you don't necessarily need a metric certificate. So how far did you go with your education?
With me, well, apart from Within Code, because it's also a form of education, I just had my metric. And yeah, and that was it. Yeah, I had no other side quest or any other course before that. I just completed my metric, went to Within Code, and I was fortunate enough to be selected, and yeah.
All right. How long did it take for you to get an acceptance from Within Code?
How long did it take? I remember I had attended my boot camp. It was in Was it in March? I think it was March or first week of April, 2023. Yes, and then I got my acceptance letter around June, like okay, and provisional letter. So it's like we accepted you for now. We don't know what's gonna change, but it's kind of like an acceptance. They're just putting in case they find something better about you. Looking, yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I got it was about a month. Yeah.
Okay. So after completing the within code, you said is it a 2 year or a 6 months?
16 months.
16 months.
Yes.
That's like 2 years. So 1 year and a half.
Yeah, something like that. So it usually starts in like September. Like I'm assuming this year's cohort will start probably next month. Today's it's in August, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll complete by next year December. They'll have finished their learning coursework.
After completion, do you get a diploma or is it a degree?
Right now they're getting a diploma.
So during the time when you were studying with them, what was it? What did you get, in fact?
A higher certificate.
It was a higher certificate at the time.
Yeah, it's something that I upgraded recently.
When did you graduate and think what?
So I was part of the 2023 cohort. So my graduation was last year actually. That's 2025, but I'd completed the coursework the year before.
Oh, okay. So for those that wanna apply right now after graduation, they're getting diplomas.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, that's a good improvement.
So I'm kind of jealous, but it's long.
Okay. So I want you to tell us about the process. After getting you said you got a higher certificate. After getting that, how do they select you guys, into the tech field?
So I got into the tech field before I even got my higher certificate. I haven't collected my higher certificate, by the way. So what happens is internally Within Code has what they call a placements team, right? And they will have their own internal portal for Within Code students where companies who are willing to give graduates a chance, right, will post their jobs and students get to apply for those jobs, right? Now it's up to the company and the company standards of what kind of person they're looking for based on your CV and the profile that you submit, and they're gonna get the pick. But also apart from that, you can apply for jobs for yourself. Like you can go on LinkedIn and job portals, different job portals, PNet, and apply for jobs yourself. I mean, the job market is really hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I was just fortunate enough that the Within Code portal worked for me. But yeah, I know a lot of people who got the jobs on their own, from Within Code, but they applied externally.
Yeah. Which one would you advise? Which one would you say is the best option, to apply on your own or you go through the portal?
Everything, because applying on the portal doesn't mean you're gonna get the job. All right, how many people are applying for the same job? You see, so it's just apply everywhere and commit yourself, and yeah, your day will come.
All right. How long did it take for you to get your first job?
My first job, I don't know. I think I was one of the really fortunate ones. It took me. I was still a student, I remember. So it was while I was still a student, I got the offer from the company where I work at right now.
Okay. You to give us the tips, how to get that job, or no, or maybe make them look at you and say, yeah, this one is the right person,
I mean, not that I'm an expert in terms of like the question that you're asking, but from my experience, when I applied for this job, I had no experience in the tech field. I was just a graduate, not yet a graduate, but I was going there. So even my interview, there were two types of questions that I was asked. First were the culture fit interview, where they ask you about yourself, tell them about yourself. I think that's kind of important because you want to sell yourself good to the company, right? You want to seem like don't seem like be a reliable person.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the other one was the technical stuff, which was based on what I put on my CV, saying that this is what I've learned and whatnot. Yeah, you have to know what you put on your CV. You have to know. You can't lie and say I know this, and then when they ask you about it, you have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
Tell us about the kind of questions that they asked you there. You said
in the technical interview,
yeah.
in the in the culture fit interview. That was it.
Tell us.
That was such a long time ago.
Everything that you still remember, so that when they also go for the interview, they know what to expect.
Yeah, I remember they did ask me to tell me about myself, which is, I find, is such a strange question, because I don't think when somebody asks you to tell them about yourself, they're asking you, hey, tell me where you come from and how many family members you have. Yeah, I think what they're asking is, I could be wrong, but this is what I believe. They're asking you to answer the question, tell them about yourself in relation to the job you're applying for. Like, what have you done in the space, or what makes you relevant in the space? Yeah, so you can talk about what you have done or what you have learned within the context of the interview. Yeah.
Right. And how long have you been working in software dev?
I'm completing my second year now.
Second year.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about the challenges, that you faced the first time when you started working.
The first time I started working, I mean, moving within code and corporate, I mean, it's kind of similar, because the kind of work that you, in terms of like, you enter at 8, you knock off at 5, and all of those, that's how within code works. It's meant to simulate a work environment, all right? I think it kind of helped when I came into corporate, but it didn't get rid of all the challenges that I would face. So, for example, I think for the first 2 to 3 months, I felt kind of useless. I know it's a bad word to use, because it was just getting used to everything, how the things work within the company, because each company is unique in itself. And bear in mind, I'm just an intern. I'm seeing a lot of new tools, because now it's no more within code. It's like now a proper company. So, and I have to learn all of those things. And not only do you have to learn, you have to deliver at the same time. So, which is kind of like very challenging. Yeah.
So how did you manage working, in a new environment, working with teams? You meet different people, they have different personalities, and you need to know how to talk with certain people, working with them.
Well, I had a privilege to work with a team that's very understanding. I mean, they were very warm and welcoming. So, and they did understand that we don't know anything, because we were 7 of us in the team that we all knew, right? So that's a lot of people. And yeah, they gave us time. They were kind enough to mentor us and to guide us, just to get ourselves on our feet. And yeah, so it helped. It was still challenging, but having people who are there, who've been doing these things for years, being there for you was kind of nice.
Yeah. What should they expect when they come in the field?
What should they expect?
Yeah.
Expect a lot of accountability. Everything code, I wouldn't say that accountability is not there. It is there, but it's less strict, because if you are working with a team of your peers, right? If you don't do something that you're supposed to do, they're not going to hold you as accountable as what would happen in corporate, because in corporate they'll ask you, why didn't you do this? You say, I'm not sure how to do it or not. Like, why did you say this early? Like, you have to answer for all of those things. So I think it's accountability. It's pretty much the same thing. You're gonna write code, you're gonna give your updates, it's pretty the same thing that you go through during the course. The only difference now, it's more serious. Yeah, it's like just more serious, because there's money involved. Yeah.
So for someone that wanna be a software developer, what would you tell them, or what advice would you give to them?
Just keep coding, keep improving yourself. Yeah, and get on the train with AI, because that's a new thing now. Don't get left behind.
Okay, I forgot to ask this question when we first started talking about within coding first. Why did you choose within code instead of going to an actual university or college?
I don't like this reason I'm gonna give, but it's the truth, like honest truth. I even had an argument with my parents about this. It's the time. I didn't want to spend so long in university. Like, I didn't. So yeah, that's why I chose that path.
Okay, you mentioned about what they need to get into within code, and you didn't tell us about the fees.
Oh, the fees. It's very expensive.
They're very expensive.
No, I'm joking. No, it's tuition free, so you don't pay fees. I don't know why didn't I do that, because that's one of the top things people would like to know. I think you don't pay fees at all. During my time there, I don't know if it still happens now, but during my time they also offered stipends for students. So they would give you some money just to assist with the transport and all of those things. Yep.
Like how much?
I'm not sure I can talk about that, but I can tell you offline. Yeah, but yeah, because some things we sign those NDAs or not. Yeah.
That's cool. It's totally free. Like there is no fee that you have to pay even for the application.
No, you don't. Yeah, it's completely free. So they have sponsors who handle all the costs on their side. Yeah.
Okay.
And the company I work for is one of the sponsors as well.
You can also tell us the name of the company if you don't mind. Okay.
Because if you say some things, you can get into trouble.
Yeah. You can give them a piece of advice.
People should work as hard as they can to achieve their dreams where it's reasonable. Because I'm not trying to discourage anyone, but there's some jobs where that are kind of like, no, I wouldn't say unrealistic, but there's no demand for them in the market anymore. So people, I think, having knowledge of what the future holds or what is needed in the future, and then align that with what you decide to study. So it doesn't matter if you're gonna go to university or not, but whatever you are planning to, just align it with what the job market wants. What is it demanding for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you have like any courses that you did, or any things that you did for you to add on your CV for you to get tired?
Is this before I got a job or
before you got a job?
anything?
Yeah.
Nothing formal. So I did some few like courses online, like what free code camp and all of those things. I don't think they really matter, to be honest, but I think they did help me in understanding just coding in general. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Any final advice or words?
People want to get to tech field. I think right now, I will say I think things are much more different than they were a few years ago. I think the most important thing right now is whatever tech field that you want to enter, just please make sure that you understand it very well, and that you add AI into your CV, because it's changing how things are working. So if you understand AI and you can use it to align with your job, then you're gonna be much more of a useful resource in the job market. Yep.
Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.